Welcome to another episode of Sanford Says. My name is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer for the City of Sanford, and you're listening to Sanford Says. We have three great guests with us today. Tina McIntyre, MS, who is the Florida-friendly landscaping agent with the University of Florida IFAS Extension and Seminole County. Welcome, Tina.
Thank you.
We have Bill Marcoux, who is our Utilities Services Manager for the City of Sanford. Hi, Bill.
Hello.
And we have Elizabeth Harkey, who is the City of Sanford's arborist.
Hello.
Hi there. Welcome, everybody. So today's topic has something to do with the environment, water, and trees, kind of, right? These
That's
three
right.
folks are here, and so we're going to be talking about our spring Waterwise events here at the City of Sanford with some great partners. So we have a lot of information. Who wants to start? So we've got in April 6th, an event right around the corner, and one on the 8th and one on the 16th. So how about we start with our guest, our outside guest, Tina. We have our two staff people here, but Tina, would you like to share with us what the whole premise of the Waterwise Seminole events are and partners and just,
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you so much for having me here today. And I'm just really thankful to be able to bring these events to the public in partnership with our program and the City of Sanford. So kind of to kick it off, next week, Wednesday, April 6th at 11 a.m., we will have a virtual rain barrel class called Rain Barrel Basics that I'll be teaching. People can register online, and we'll give that URL as well. But basically, we're going to be able to teach people all about saving water and how we can, really utilize the rainwater falling from the sky, have those rain barrels. And we're going to be even giving away 12 rain barrels, thankfully, from City of Sanford. So that is just a wonderful incentive to register today, to be able to learn through our virtual webinar. Again, that's April 6th at 11 a.m.
Okay. And so how do people, so they'll win a rain barrel, but how would they pick them up, or how does that work?
Right. Yeah.
Well, first of all, where do they go to get to register?
Yeah, so the first thing they want to do is register, and that's going to be at bit.ly. We have a shortened URL here, so it's bit.ly/uppercase free rain barrels. And of course, the information is also available on our Facebook page at IFAS Extension Seminole County Facebook, where you can get a link there, but you can also visit bit.ly/free rain barrels and register there. Once they are registered, they attend the class on Wednesday at 11 a.m. They sit through the entire class and learn all about rain barrels. Then we're going to have 12 lucky winners selected through our survey. So everybody completes a survey, and then we will use a random number generator to select 12 people out of the people that participated. We will have pickup at the Lowe's in Sanford on the 16th. So we're having more of an in-person gathering on April 16th. That's a Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Okay.
So the lucky winners can come pick up their goodies, and we can also have the general public come to learn more about butterflies and other things.
That's wonderful. And so it's no coincidence that it is in the month of April, because April is Water Conservation Month, right?
Yeah. And it also is the month that Earth Day is, and Tina has pointed out that we're going to call it Earth Month, or is that a common expression
people
now?
talk about Earth Month because why not? Earth Day falls in Earth Month, and Arbor Day is also usually in April. So lots of people are thinking about spring, thinking about the earth, how they can do more. And, absolutely a rain barrel and also planting a tree. These are great ways to enhance your Florida-friendly landscape and help the earth.
Yeah, and I know there's that old saying, April showers bring May flowers. So obviously should be a lot of rain, i.e. rain barrel, this month. So, Bill, do you want to add to that information about, because I know the City of Sanford is a partner along with Seminole County and Florida Friendly Landscaping, but we're doing a big part too in this, correct? Playing a big part.
Yeah. as Tina pointed out, the in-person event will take place at Lowe's on Saturday, April 16th from 9 a.m. to noon. And that's where we'll be staging in the parking lot where we distribute the rain barrels and another item which we're going to be talking about here shortly, and that is trees. And
Okay.
so inside the store, we'll do our traditional shower head exchange, and then we will have some vendors in the garden center. Where we'll also have the landscape expert Teresa Watkins will be out there helping people select plants for their yards, and also she will help troubleshoot if people are having problems in their yards. They can help troubleshoot that. And Tina will be there with a demo. And maybe you can tell us what kind of demo we're going to have, because we're also going to have a giveaway associated with that.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about butterflies on that Saturday the 16th. So we'll be kind of talking about the life cycles of butterflies. And, it's a great way to just invite nature into your yard, even if you just have a little patio or something small. Butterflies are a great way to kind of get started, or even enhance maybe an existing vegetable garden to be more Florida friendly. So we're going to be talking about butterflies, so learning all about the life cycle and the pollinator plants, the host plants for those caterpillars. And then we're also going to have, again, compliments of City of Sanford and the Arbor Department. Thank you so much. That we'll have the butterfly container gardens. And these are really special. Last year they were a huge hit. Everybody was fighting over them. And they have really great pollinator plants in the container garden. And so we'll have 25 of those to give away as well, just for people who are kind of participating, answering questions, and engaging with us at that event.
Right. And so that's something that we have put together internally, right? Those butterfly, it's not just like, you can't just go and buy a miniature butterfly garden, correct? You've done a lot of work, Elizabeth, behind the scenes as the city's arborist, and I've seen it in person. We actually had a prize giveaway at last night's Citizens Academy with Parks and Rec, and it was simply beautiful. I wanted one.
Yes, we have a local nursery put them together for us, and they'll have the milkweed in there for the host plant, and then the nectar plants. There'll be 7 gallons, so they're not little tiny ones. They're a nice size, so we're happy about that.
Okay. It sounds like this is such a wonderful event to bring your children to, right? To teach your children about the environment. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Tina?
Yeah. And, households, like Bill mentioned, the indoor water saving as well. We're going to have the shower head exchange. And so really instilling those things into children and letting them know that, hey, we're all here to save water inside the house, outside the house, in our landscapes, in our showers, kitchens, all over. Do what we can to save water for the future.
Right. Do
So
your
what
part.
we've done also over the years, and we'll be doing this year, that's similar. I mean, and that's a family activity as they come in, is a scavenger hunt. We have a little list of water conservation items, from low flush toilets and low flow different shower heads and that kind of thing. Where do you find them? What aisle? Other conservation items. And if you participate and do that, then you can put your name in for drawings. We're going to have some door prizes, often given by either vendors or Lowe's themselves.
Okay.
And typically there's a little barbecue unit or a low flush toilet associated with the event, that kind of thing. So it's a lot of fun, because Lowe's is, people are on the move in that place. It's hard to just corral them and just hold
Right.
them in one place. And so they're going around the store. This is kind of a fun little activity, and it's been really successful over the years to plug that in. So another part of our multi-ring circus.
Yeah, that's great. And so just let's recap here, because I do know I know there's something also on April 8th. So these events start on Wednesday, April 6th at 11 a.m. That's the Rain Barrel Basics with Tina McIntyre. It's a Zoom virtual class, and you can register on the city's Facebook page, as well as the UF IFAS website, Facebook page, and the county's Facebook page. All the information is there. Then on Friday, April 8th at 2 p.m. is another Zoom called The Benefits of Planting and Pruning of Trees with Tina McIntyre and Katie McCormick. And that's something else. And then lastly is the event on Saturday, April 16th from 9 a.m. to noon. That's at Lowe's, at the Sanford Lowe's. So do we want to speak a little bit more about the Friday, April 8th event?
Yeah. So we are going to have, again, in celebration of Earth Month and saving water, Friday, April 8th at 2 p.m. It'll be a 1-hour webinar on the benefits, planting, and pruning of trees with myself and also our residential horticulture and master gardener coordinator agent in our county. That's Katie McCormick, and she is a certified arborist. So we are going to have that class where people can learn all about the tree species that are going to be given away. And we do have 125 trees, compliments of City of Sanford, to give away. And so your chances are pretty good that you'll get one. So they can register at that bit.ly/trees, the number 4 Earth Month, and get registered for that Friday, April 8th at 2 o'clock. It's a 1-hour Zoom webinar, and we'll be teaching, again, about planting and pruning and the basics to make sure that tree survives. Because everybody gets so excited to get a plant, to get a tree, but then if it sits by the carport, it might not last. So we need to make sure that we know how to plant it, right plant, right place. That's the foundation of Florida Friendly. So getting registered on that Friday, April 8th, and then anybody who wins a tree will be notified that, following week to come pick it up at Lowe's.
Okay.
What kind of trees?
We'll have 5 different types of trees. We are doing mostly flowering type trees because everybody wants a flowering tree.
Such as, what's an example?
We'll have tababuya. We are doing the river birch, which can be used in a wetter area. If someone has kind of a moist area that they need to plant in. Chickasaw plum, which is a native tree. Crepe myrtle. And let me see what the other one is.
And so are they all different?
Oh, the tulip poplar tree.
All different flowering colors on the trees or leaves or?
I'm not sure if the tababuyas, they can be pink or yellow. Tulip poplar bloom is yellow.
Okay.
The crepe myrtles, I've asked for some variety of colors. There are 2 red varieties that I've kind of specifically asked for that are really pop in the garden.
Yeah.
And the plum has a beautiful white bloom in the spring. And it can also be kind of like a thicket. If you don't want it to get real big, you can kind of keep it more like a shrub or in a thicket. And the birch tree, what is nice about it is kind of like the winged elm. It has a real unusual bark on it that, kind of showy in the landscape also.
Okay, and these are trees that can eventually grow super tall.
Some of them grow taller. The poplar and the birch tree can get up to 70 foot tall, but between 40 to 70 foot.
Right, and so this goes back to Tina, where you should know where to right place, right plant, or something.
Right plant, right place.
Right plant, right place.
Some of them are more understory, you know.
So you know where to plant even a tree.
Right. Yeah. And last year, we had people kind of wanting one species over another, because of their yard, they took the class, they knew which species would be best for them.
Yeah. And so that's what's super important. So educate yourself if you're listening and you like nature and trees and just wanting to give back to the environment, plant a tree. And so we are a Tree City. Sanford, Florida is officially designated a Tree City, USA. And so one more plant will add to that and one more tree to that whole initiative. And anything you want to say about that? Elizabeth, about
Well, we are Tree City 35 years, so
Yeah.
that's something we're really proud of. Plus, we got the Growth Award this year, which is an extra bonus on top of Tree City USA. And we got the Sterling Award this year, which is for 10 years. So we're very pleased about that.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is all great information here. It's the WaterWise Seminole event in partnership with Seminole County, City of Sanford, the IFAS Extension, University of Florida, Florida Friendly Landscaping Program. It's our utility department that helps lead the way. And Elizabeth, you're in Parks and Rec, but it's a great partnership with Seminole County. And Tina, our special guest here, is there any last words? I mean, it sounds really awesome. I just have to say, I mean, really great stuff.
Yeah, and I also like to take the opportunity to ask Tina to expand on the extension service. It's really a little hidden jewel in Seminole County. We're just limited, just our conversation here about the landscape, but maybe you can tell us, all the great programs and benefits of the extension service.
Absolutely. Yeah, we are kind of somewhat known as the best kept secret, but we don't want to be. We want people to know all about us and what we do. So we are an extension of the University of Florida, which is our land grant university in the state. And so it's a federal program, all throughout the country. And here in Florida, it's delivered through the University of Florida. And we're actually able to have a office in every single county in all 67 counties in Florida. Yeah. And in each office is very different. So here in Seminole County, we have Florida Friendly Landscaping, and we have Family and Consumer Sciences, which is nutrition education, financial education. We have horticulture education through our Master Gardener program. We have 4-H, which is our youth programming, livestock education, because we do have quite a lot of farms in Seminole, and more. So, Extension really is a great resource for, we say, better living, resource for the science of better living. And, through our Florida Friendly Landscaping program, we focus on the 9 principles, which the foundation is right plant, right place. And so really our goal is to protect surface water quality and the water quantity so that we have enough water moving into the future. And so just a few kind of things to close out with our WaterWise Seminole event. We did recently have daylight savings time, and so we want to think about our irrigation calibration and our odd addresses, water only on Wednesdays and Saturdays, even addresses, water on Thursdays and Sundays. For our commercials folks, that you want to water on Tuesdays and Fridays. So, reset those irrigations, calibrate it, see how much is actually being applied to the landscape. Never irrigate between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. And, really don't irrigate more than 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch per application, as you're following these water restrictions. And they are for the whole St. Johns River Water Management District, so going all the way up to Jacksonville from, Orlando. And so we're included in that. And, this is for good reason. So we all have enough water for agriculture, for our economy, commercial and residential use.
Yeah. Well, these are all also free WaterWise events for Seminole County residents, just any citizen or public, anybody who wanted to come and learn about this. Again, it's so important. It's the future, really, future generations. And do what you can do, your part, and have fun at it, and learn, and bring home a tree or a plant or a rain barrel.
Yeah.
So what a great partnership with these agencies, and thanks for sharing this information. And again, these are free events. Sign up. 2 are Zoom events. One is in person at our Sanford Lowe's. I love going to Lowe's, the landscaping department. It's just so relaxing when you walk through there and try and pick out plants on a beautiful afternoon, beautiful morning. It's just something to do. And we thank Lowe's for the partnership with the City of Sanford and these other agencies. So, Tina, thanks for being here. This is your second time. I think it's once every year now, because for promoting this. And Bill, of course, city staff, and Elizabeth, thanks again. We're talking about WaterWise Seminole events. So you can find all this information on the city's website at sanfordfl.gov, as well as our podcast too, and on the Facebook page for the county, Seminole County. This is Lisa Holder, Communications Officer. Thank you for listening to Sanford Says, and we'll be back next time. You can subscribe to this podcast wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Thanks again, and sign up for these events. You'll learn a lot and have fun at it. Bye.